Hello and welcome back to Tribal Wars gameplay. So I'm making another update because there was another player that got deleted. So he was deleted here, which is nice. It's near my main clusters, so I have a lot of villages nearby to support my conquering. Start this out. So yeah, you can see here the situation, my previous villages, and then this was all barbarian villages. They are a bit more spread out than this cluster up here. Um, and they are also a bit more contested. I chose again 3 offensive villages, and I did all the usual. I began training noblemen. I transferred paladins with persuasion, noble booster for +2. Obviously, I use all the buffs for speed, attacks to send to barbarian villages travel faster. I use the academy edict example to speed up nobleman production. So by the next day, I had 3 trains already. And I started initially taking just villages here on the edge, like this village, then this. This one was taken from me. This guy took it. And this guy, Calypso, he also took a couple of villages down here. But then those villages, those here already were quite far from my initial conquering villages. So I took this village and I started making noblemen in this one. I also started making noblemen in this one. I made even a couple noblemen in this one. And because this cluster is quite spread, quite long, as you can see, I also used this village to make another train here, and I took this village down here, and then again in this village I started making noblemen and started taking villages that are nearby. And today I sent trains to these villages down here as well. Afterwards, I started killing the noblemen in these villages. Yeah, I'm combining basically noblemen from this village and this village just to speed up taking of them. In the first night, I sent attacks from villages further behind. So I have those offensive villages that are closer on standby in case I need to retake. Some of the villages were contested. This one is very important. The village was already cleared when the first attack came, and then before the second attack came, the village was taken by this guy. Yeah, he has about 1,000,000 points, and as you can see here, he has a lot of villages nearby, so he's like prime contester for me. I was expecting him to take way more villages than he did. Mm. Yeah, my first attack came and cleared him, and afterwards, obviously, my train arrived, and here I got lucky. The first attack already took the village. Then second attack died on the third one as well. When I took the village, this village had 3 incomings. The first one, I took village at 12:14. The first attack came already at 13:58. I didn't have enough time to reinforce, obviously, for the second and then the third attack that is coming. I sent a lot of units in there. But this first one was critical. Didn't have anything to defend except my nuke that was here because it took the village. And this kind of saved me. You can see that his first attack, 2,600 axes and the nobleman. This village, more likely than not, it would fall. The loyalty was 26, 27 at best. Good chances he would take it back. This guy, he took 3 villages, and when I took some of the villages, yeah, his attacks would be incoming, and you can see there were just his nukes coming without any noblemen. Then there is another situation. Now here this guy have sent a train Just three noblemen, but don't let this confuse you. He has a paladin at home with full persuasion skill. I can take a lot of time. I have a lot of time. I had 10 hours when I took the village and I saw that incoming. So anything that arrives before 10 hours is fine. I sent from this village, I sent reinforcements to here. Because I want to save defensive troop in those nearby villages, exactly for situations like this, when the time is against you and you need to be as fast as possible, I was forced to mint the coins. I didn't have just a nobleman sitting on standby. We can see here in the statistic, I used like 600 million on the first day, then another 600 million. This is even 700 million and 600 million. And then today I just did like 300 million. Enormous amount of resources that I basically got with resources packages. You can say around 150, maybe even 160 storage capacity. A bit wasteful, I admit, but then again, it's not bad. For 25 villages, all of them are like maxed out, like 10, 9, 10, 11, 12k points. And once you take this village, you can immediately start building army. Afterwards, it's pure profit. All the resources that are produced in the village will go to the coins. So yeah, it's very nice. So yeah, I just took this village. 1 hour 30 until the attack from this guy. This will be detected by the watchtower, so I will know eventually. It's coming from this village. So I very much assume it's a nobleman. I will have to figure out how to deal with this. I have a couple of options. I can try retaking the village with a nobleman. Let me check this out. Do I have? Yeah, I have a nuke here. Definitely not using the rams. Let's see how we are doing just with access and this stuff. 3 hours already. What if I would be extra risky and just use the cavalry like this? Yeah, that's more like it. Now what I did here, this nuke will clear whatever is in this attack. I got 3 attacks from this guy. All of them were just excess. No reason this should be any different, and it will clear it in a decent time. Just half an hour between his attack and my attack. And that is good for 2 reasons. First of all, he cannot reinforce the village. And second, it gives me enough time to react, because what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna use a nobleman from this village, which is now on its way back. Let's just check if there are any more troops somewhere else. Yes, they are, and let's call them back. So I have as much army as here as possible. A paladin will arrive, so it will be a fully buffed paladin with a fully buffed persuasion skill. So this means minimum 30 damage for my nobleman. This village doesn't have enough army to clear it. I will use attack units from those villages, and then I will time my attack from this village. Nobleman walks 1 hour 18 minutes, so I will time it so it arrives just behind my attacks. I have to be careful, obviously. If he takes a village, I cannot send any additional attacks, so it has to be before 1 hour 22 minutes. That's it. Have fun and see you in the next update.